All right, this morning we are saying goodbye to Pakbeng. We're on the Mekong River on a boat cruise for one day. We are going to Luang Prabang. It's been a great time here, 3 nights. Absolutely wonderful place. Went to the Mekong Elephant Park. You can see it across the river. And then we're heading down the river to Luang Prabang. It's going to be a full day cruise. We'll try to get some nice images, show you what it would be like if you were to do this trip too. So many people asked us, why on earth you're going to spend 3 days in Pakbeng? Everyone's surprised. Tour people surprised. They say, what's there to do in Pakbeng? Well, there is the elephant sanctuary. You can walk around the village. If you watch the video before this one, you'll find that we did that. But the real thing is, there's not much to do. And that's perfect. We like this for relaxation, just to chill with the locals. Absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend it. And the sand all along the Mekong on the beaches, it's like sand from going to Caribbean, Sahara Desert. Soft, very tiny. Comes up, they have high water a certain time of year. It brings up more sand, deposits it, makes wonderful, wonderful beaches. So all along the Mekong, you're going to find these small local villages, small communities. People, have their farming there. They have some animals and working the river, fishing, this kind of stuff. It's really, really neat to see. Well, it's a little windy up front. My eyes are tearing up here from the wind. A little chilly out here. I had to put a jacket on, some blankets. All along the river here, you can see there's communities of people. They're panning for gold. So the second day, second leg of this journey, is 180 kilometers. It's about 8 hours in the boat. And you might think, you know, Jesus, that's boring as hell, 8 hours on a riverboat. I'll tell you, it's not. You know, there's so many different things to see. Time really goes quickly. Today we have a couple of stops. We're going to be going to a place that has caves, and then we're also going to a village that makes whiskey. So we'll check that out. And we got lunch on board. Before you know it, we're going to be in Luang Prabang. And it's really interesting that on a river that's flowing in one direction, there's actually some really strong currents at points. There's some rapids. Obviously it's generated by the shape of the bottom of the river and how things narrow and get larger. So they're building dams on the Mekong River. I think the government is planning to build 9 dams or something like this. That's for power generation. They sell electricity all around Southeast Asia, and we're going to be passing through an area where they're building a dam as well. It's going to be finished in about 2029. It's dam number 3 that's going on. The boats will still be able to go through. They're building locks. So yeah, pretty interesting. partway through the day, and we're going to be stopping soon, I believe, at some kind of caves. So we'll see what that's about. From there, we'll make our way to Luang Prabang. Okay, so partway along the journey, we're going to the caves. There's some caves here that we stop at. This looks super cool. Alright, so we got about an hour to explore the upper and lower caves, apparently full of Buddhas. Almost 4,000 Buddhas here. Bit of a trek up the hill. So if you come here on a tour, admission is included. Oh, it's kind of good to get off the boat and stretch your legs. Have buns of steel. After this one, up these stairs. Right, so there you got a bunch of Buddhas inside a cave. It's pretty interesting. Kind of dark in there. It's a long walk up here, but your boat's coming here, you're going to go there anyway. So we're going to head back down the stairs in a minute, see the lower cave. Check this out, we got another Buddha up here. Okay, so this is super interesting. You can see how far down the water is right now. And to the entrance of the cave, you'll see written hip here, 2008 on a line and 1966 on a line. That's how high the water was. Crazy. Okay, we gotta go up these stairs into the lower cave.
5 positions. And each position needed is millimeter like
Alright, so the caves is a pretty interesting visit. There's two of them, upper and lower. Lots of little Buddhas inside. Quite a bit of stairs going up to the higher one. And yeah, back to the boat. We've got 20 minutes on the water, and then we're going to a little village that apparently is known for making whiskey. So we'll go see what that's all about. And here comes one of the massive, this is the real luxury boats that you can take. You take a multi-day cruise, you stay on the boat. They have cabins, the whole 9 yards. Luxury, quite a bit more expensive, significantly more. Okay, so we're at the whiskey village. They make theirs for export here. It's supposed to be safe. I don't really like whiskey at all, so.
Okay, so this village produce only whiskey and a handicraft. And in this village, there are a Lao Lum, which is they are like to live in the lowland, and most of them they don't do farming. They do, some of them do, but they do like in the rice paddy, which we saw yesterday is more like a Hmong tribe and Khmer tribe. They like to planting in the mountain because they like that way from long time ago already. So this village called Lao Lum, as you can tell, the house is a little bit different from yesterday, and it's more developing as well. So more bigger. Come back to the whiskey. Okay, so this one is called Bai Samu. Bai Samu basically means a pig leaf. To translate directly into English means pig leaf. After you have this leaf, they have the rice. So how this combine is become this one we call the yeast. That is, if the whiskey gonna taste good, taste bad, depend on the yeast if it's good or bad. How they make the yeast is that they first they soak the rice grain. They soak for about 3 hours, and after that they smash it, mix with this pig leaf, and then steam it. And then after that she dry for couple. First she make into a ball, small ball in a good size to mix for 1 jar. So she make into a ball, and then she dry for around a week. And after that, she will use the rice grain again. So she can depend on how much she gonna make the whiskey. So she soak this again and then steam it 1 more time. And after it cooked, she would put the yeast mixed with the rice that she steamed and also with the rice hut. And after that, she will put in the jar, as you can see on the back, the black one. And sometimes if they make a lot, they put in the green over there, the big jar. So she fermented that for about 7 days. After 7 days, it becomes the sweet one. This one. You wonder why they have two, because the black one came from the black rice and the white one came from the normal rice. So after 7 days it becomes sweet, and this one is about 15% of alcohol only, which is basically tasting like a rye. Compared to your country, it's like a fruit wine. So this is soft. And then after that, they will put, as you can see here, take cool water, they steaming it for 3 hours, depend. And then they ferment it for another again, and then it becomes the strong one, this one. This one is the most stronger one. We call Lao Lao whiskey or happy water. Because if you drink a lot, you get happy. But don't drink a lot. Okay, this one usually between 50% to 40 to 50% if it's cool. But if you take from the fresh steaming, they have a measuring. When you put down, it can be 75, 60% of the alcohol. So this one is called strong. So, as I mentioned, if you want to try, grab your glass and feel free to try. And also, don't worry, we almost end of our journey. We have everything arranged for you. Don't worry about getting drunk. Okay, so if anyone interesting to try, you can come to this lady with a small glass here. She have here that tiny glass. Grab a glass and go to the lady.
We form sticky rice, which is what we call condensed. Yes.
Condensed.
Pour this one in now. Correct. Yes.
So this village more of whiskey making and textiles. There's also, I'll show you here the entrance. There's also a wat. Have a little sticky beak around here. See what we got. Nice. Wow, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just got a little bit of money here to donate to the wat. That's okay. No, I just put. Cup chai. You have the massive drum that they drum in the morning. Absolutely spectacular here. Small village. There can't be that many people that live here. Obviously they survive a lot on the boat stopping and people purchasing trinkets, souvenirs, this sort of thing. Outside the wat, going the other way, you've got more shops, you know. It's very peaceful here, eh?
It's beautiful.
It's lovely. Cup chai. Cup chai. Some Buddha. It's always nice to check out the different wats in cities, villages, towns, mega cities.
In there. C'est de la farine de riz.
Sabadi.
Oh man.
So this is sort of the main street here in this little village. I don't know how you'd get here if you weren't on a tour or if there's a guest house, but might be a cool little place to stay. It's pretty chill, super chill. Little restaurant here on the corner. That's some fish drying there. I'm not sure what this is. Doing a loop around the small part here in the village. And all through this little village there's people with looms everywhere. So you get a bit of time here. You can try the whiskey if you like. Two types. They got a sweet, low alcohol one. Apparently it's supposed to taste kind of like a cider. And then the other stuff that they make is the high test. They call it happy water. 40 to 50%. And when they produce it, it can be as high as 75. So, yeah, kind of a cool little stop along the way. Once we get going, apparently we're only 45 minutes from Luang Prabang. And check into our place tonight. Spend a couple days there and then figure out what we're doing. So because we're getting close to Luang Prabang, like I said, only 45 minutes away, a lot of these boats that you see here on the river right now are party boats. They do kind of booze cruises, dinner cruises, sunset cruises. You can go out a couple hours. It's a neat little village here though, that's for sure. They're boats for fishing. It's like just a bamboo weaved bridge I'm walking on. It's not the most stable feeling. So we are on Nagi cruise. So the price for the cruise for the 2 days, we didn't buy just one, we bought the 2 days even though we didn't take it back to back. $160 US per person. The alternative is a bus, and we've heard it's a painful bus ride from where we were to Luang Prabang, so money well spent, I think. Bit of a treat for us. We normally don't spend that kind of money on things. You know, we're budget conscious travelers and we can't really be setting out the cash for that all the time. But it is within budget. Cost of all the other things in Laos is very reasonable, so our dollar really goes a long way in Laos. So far it's just been a wonderful experience. All right, so we're coming to the end of our cruise here. Gonna be coming into the pier here at Luang Prabang. Really exciting. It's been an absolutely wonderful day. We hope you've enjoyed this journey seeing some of the scenery along the Mekong River. My name's Jay, Sarah's inside. We're full-time travelers from Canada. They're a little bit crazy. We love sharing our lives with you. If you like what we're doing, hit the like and subscribe button down below, and we'll see you in the next travel video.